Hi, everybody. It is June 15th, and something happened today that I have been waiting for. I don't even know how many years. A friend of mine, my best friend, from like eighth grade and freshman year and into, high school, we were tight. And right out of high school, in high school, we kind of drifted apart a little bit, but, still just good friends. And then right out of high school, she kind of got married, and she married a military man and went to far off places in Spain and all over the world and had babies right away. And then I went off to college and lots of aunts. We kind of lost touch, especially in the era before emails and texts and Facebook and FaceTime and Skype and all that. It was really easy to lose contact with somebody, especially if you move too. I ended up moving houses, and then getting married and moving again, changing my name. And so it became really hard to find her, especially because she was moving all over, following her husband with his military posts. And just so happens she doesn't get on Facebook. And she was such a huge part of me starting to become who I am. I always like to say that she gave me my attitude because I like to think I'm still sweet, but I was always very, very sweet, and not a mean attitude, just a little bit of self-reliance, like, hey, that ain't the way it goes. This is kind of love her to death. But again, couldn't find her. She's not on Facebook because she doesn't believe in Facebook. And so it just so happens I always look for every like couple of years. I've looked just in case she's gotten on. I've done Google searches of her maiden name, of her married name, of her husband's name, and I just couldn't find anything. And then I found who I thought was her sister. She has a very common last name. And I'm like, there's like a million of them. I'm like, wait a minute, maybe, and there's like, and so, and I was looking through the sister's friends, and I found the other sister, and I'm like, and the sister's son, and I'm like, this has got to be it. And so I instant messaged the two sisters, and I'm like, are you the same one? Is this where you grow up? And said who I was, and lo and behold, one of the sisters gave her my information, and today we talked. It was so wonderful. It was just like no time had passed, and it's been close to 30 years since I last talked to her. Um, and she is still just the warmest, sweetest, and kindest of people that you could ever really meet. And it just amazed me how in that conversation we just kind of fell right back into that. And so hopefully, um, we can continue that. One of the things I found, she was always to me like a little bit of a black sheep of her family, or maybe a white sheep. I'm not sure which. Her family could be a little negative, a little bit, but she was always this sweet person. She always wanted family unity. She always, wanted the family togetherness. And here she is as an adult, and they're all over the place, and they don't really talk or connect at all. And maybe that's why God brought us back together, because she, to me, it's like people like that, they need to know how special they are, how much they, if they can't influence their family, that there are people who realize that, you know, they see that worth in them and see what they're trying to do. And looking through Proverbs, as kind of tying God into this, it said, let me see exactly. It says Proverbs 17:17, a friend loves at all times. And she, has passed on stories to her children about me and vice versa. And here we are connected again. And that is a God thing if I've ever seen one. That I was able to find her sisters, that I was able to find her is just amazing. We are many, many states away, but in this age, we were able to connect again. And without all the technology, I probably would never have found her. And so I am extremely grateful to find God in my long lost friend. Um, and I just tickled pink and I can't say enough about it. So it's pretty obvious where I found God today, and keep looking. He could be anywhere, in a lost friend, in a family member, um, in a stranger. You can find him because he's everywhere. And so just keep looking.